Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're at. It is Monday, February 1st, at about 3 in the morning. The family is up in Chicago because they heard a blizzard was coming, so they wanted to go see it. Actually, some medical stuff, some family stuff. But in any case, I tend to be an insomniac to begin with. Them being away doesn't really help, so I figured might as well do this market report. Now, the data for this market report ended yesterday, which was January 31st. So we don't have new monthly data yet, but next week when I do the market report, we're going to have January monthly data. So it'll be a little bit longer, and hopefully there will be some changes that we can see something brewing. I don't know, however, that we're going to see many changes because this week's market report shows us that what we have been seeing over the past couple weeks is still going on. There was a slight uptick in activities, slight flurries at the beginning of 2021. I think just the optimism of the new year or just the change in the new year. But in any case, what we're seeing is that the market is settling back into its seasonal slowdown, which is going to end soon. Again, I keep saying as soon as tax returns start coming out, which is going to be in a couple of weeks, March, probably at the latest, then we're going to start seeing some upticks, especially in buyer activity, but also in seller activity. And as the weather gets warmer and people are willing to do some work on their houses in order to put them on the markets, I think that's going to drive the increase into the market and going to start heating it up again like we saw last year, which is also indicative of very low interest rates. All right, so the numbers specifically, 4+ bedrooms. There are 291 available in the Tri-County area. Now, that's a delta of -4 from the last week. This is a 10-week trend that we're seeing that inventory is just coming off the shelves. People are buying 4+ bedrooms, not a whole lot, but then the attrition rate is just not being supplanted by increased listings. 3 bedrooms, 294, which is a delta of -20. Now, this is a 3-week trend. Remember that slight flurry uptick that we saw a couple weeks ago? Well, it's been 3 weeks now that we're seeing decreasing number of 3 bedrooms. I was showing some buyers yesterday some houses and talking to them. They were looking at 4 bedrooms. They said, we can look for 3 bedrooms too. And I was like, okay, but just so you know, the 3 bedrooms out there are pretty much investment grade and or beyond their price point. And so I'm just, if you have a 3 bedroom and you're thinking of selling, put it on the market. 2 bedrooms. There are 43 available, which is a delta of -2. That's a 2-week trend. All right, talk about it. New listings, 84, which is a delta of -18. That's significant, especially when the closing attorney that I used on Friday had 15 closings on Friday alone, and the number of new listings was down by a number greater than that. I mean, it's like, what are you going to do? So that's a 2-week trend of new listings being down. Price decreases, there were 61, which is a delta of +8. So sellers are feeling the crunch. They're getting tired of holding and carrying these investments and carrying these notes, and so they're dropping prices, looking to sell. Maybe they're dropping them enough. We'll see. I'll see when I start taking some listings out later today. But in the end, I mean, some of these houses are just not. They're not turnkey. First-time buyers aren't interested in doing a whole bunch of work. And as far as our inventory, the main number, 3.43 weeks of inventory. This is really, really low. Even in the height of this rush that we're experiencing right now, we've been seeing markets hovering around the 4-week mark. Last week we were up in the 5s. I thought, okay, we're seeing some changes here, but we're back down to under a month worth of inventory. It's just really, really low. And so if you are a seller and your house is clean, nice, then by all means, put it on the market. You're going to sell it. I mean, even though we're in the middle of a seasonal slowdown, there are still properties being bought up within 3 days on the market with multiple offers. An interesting little tidbit, yesterday I showed this one house to 2 different groups, and there have been no offers on this house to 71 days. I can see why. It's not, it needs some work. It has some larger issues that are covered up by the new paint and the floors, but the 2 buyers that I was showing it to are first-time home buyers, new couples, one just recently married, one about to get married, And I think this property is about to have multiple offers from me alone. I mean, we're going to have to work all that out, pre-approval, whatnot. But in any case, houses are selling. So if you are selling and your house is clean and it has some updates, some changes to it, some renos, then by all means, put it on the market. You will get your money, even though it's not as hot a market right now as it has been. That's what I was trying to say with that really long-winded story that could possibly get me into trouble. In any case, please don't tell me. But do tell me in the comments what I did wrong, or tell me in the comments what I did right. I really like those too. But I really do want to hear where you disagree with me, where you think I'm incorrect, because that stuff's important to me and helps me grow and understand how I can refine my message and or change my message and whatnot. So comment, hit the like button, smash that algorithm. Smash the like button for the algorithm. Don't smash the algorithm. And in any case, I will talk to you later. Reach out to me if you have any questions. All right. Love you. Take care.